But when it comes to combining ultra high velocity with ultra high value, this Canyon Lux is just unbeatable.
My name's GuykesTV. For the past 21 years, I've been a professional bike tester. And today, I'm in Dalby Forest on the World Cup XCO course.
Beep, beep, beep. Okay, so here we go. GuykesTV live ride exclusive on the brand new Canyon Lux CF SLX 9 Pro Race. Brand new 100mm pure race speed machine live at the Dalby World Cup course. A technical course that I love riding. CF means it's fully carbon fibre mainframe, swing arm, and even the new linkage is carbon fibre reinforced composite. And this is a totally new bike compared to the old Lux. Significantly lighter, whole bike medium, bang on, 10 kilos. This large is about 10.2. And as you can hear already, really nice wheel set on this. Reynolds 29er carbon rims, Industry 9 hubs, 3 degrees rotation before these bad boys pick up. And when they pick up, acceleration is stellar. Bit more anti-squat than the Torque, the big trail bike. Actually a bit less than the Spectral, because some of the Spectrals still run 2x. It's only single ring, and bearing in mind any racer worth his salt running Eagle is going to run a big chain ring. Ha! Hey! It's actually configured around 36 tooth. Comes with a 34, but it worked with all the way up to 38. Like I say, centered just where a racer would want it. And this SLX version, 180 grams lighter than the SL frame, just a different composite layout. 100mm fork, and that means it's got a properly aggressive head angle. This is a pure race bike. Can I come through, lads? But as you can see, plenty of soak when you hit a big ramp like that. Really impressive. And short travel dropper on all models apart from the base SLs. So when it comes to a split like this, you're absolutely taking the fun black rooted way down. Thanks very much. Feel that control. Unbelievable. Yes. So, how are Canyon pulling so much of control out of 100mm? Well, for a start, it's 107mm, but while everything else has been pared away, you got an 8 gram chainstay protector, sub 5 gram chain guide. They've gone Lux on the shock, definitely. It's a 210mm eye-to-eye length, 55mm stroke, which means it's got the lowest average leverage ratio of any bike I've ridden, including the crazy old Foes bikes, with shocks that look like they come off a Baja racer. I was talking to the designers at Canyon while I was testing this bike, and I said, did you not think of fitting a shorter stroke shock? You know, something a bit lighter, saving a bit that way. They said no, couldn't do it with a short shock. The whole idea with this is to keep the leverage ratio really low, keep the amount of radial motion in the bushings really low, minimise the friction that the shock is working against. So that means they can run an ultra low level rebound and compression tune on it. So open is really open. Way. Woo! But while the shock starts off 2.7 leverage ratio, so it's really sensitive to the start, it then rises up rapidly to loads of mid-stroke support, and then as it gets towards the end phase, because it's such a long stroke and it's only run at a 1.7 ratio, there's so much oil flow for any given impact. You can properly plough through stuff. So even though it doesn't feel like it's got more travel, if anything, the way it's so supportive feels like it's got less travel. It definitely feels like it's got way more control than 110mm. There's no float or unnecessary motion here. This is all business, all speed. Opened it up locally, went com hunting, which went very nicely, thank you very much, because this is freakishly rapid. And then, because it was the summer solstice, took it on a full-on epic. Because, you know, 2 bottle cages is a rarity on pure race bikes. This will take 2 800s, and it's so efficient that 75k over the North York Moors seemed totally appropriate. And if you want a guide of how mad that was, set off at 10 for that one, finished at 4 in the AM, 12 hours later, back out again on it, because I just wanted to ride it again. Not for some macho nonsense, just because it's such a good bike to ride. just that speed, efficiency, just intoxicating. I have to slow down. I'm running like a lap to tell you how good this is. Keep getting to the top of climbs way quicker than I'm used to. And that's been the story all through riding it. Eagle grip shift, big fan of that. Not used grip shift for a long time, but lighter than trigger shifter and really intuitive. And while that 70-degree head angle can get a bit jackknifey, if you're really braking hard, putting it in places where it shouldn't be really, up switch bikes like that, it's an absolute dream. And even after an all-nighter, still wasn't putting its nose in the wrong place on climbs. And the geometry, unsurprisingly, is derived straight off the Exceed hardtail. So, while it's steep, a nice generous reach, 625 top tube, 455mm reach on the large. As you can see, placement of weight in the front wheel is very assured, considering that's a carbon crown RockShox Sid World Cup. For a pure race bike, it certainly gets the descending job done. I was hanging onto some wheels of much bigger trail bikes on Thursday night in the dark. Once you got used to the front end needed some help to stay stable. That's your job, it's not the bike's job. Makes that clear pretty much straight away. Only thing holding me back really was tyre vulnerability. 80mm stem, 720mm bar, flat bar on all the bikes, just to add on to that 115mm head tube on this large to keep the front end nice and low. That classic aggressive XC position. And this, although you'd think is where you want the hardtail, it's really nice, especially when you're talking and not really concentrating on where the wheels are going. It's great to have that surprisingly forgiving start stroke to the shock for traction. It's the flex stay, seat stays, the deflection point is laid up around sag, so it's always wanting to settle back into sag. 10 kilos just over with this really high compression rated, they don't like to call it lockout, almost lockout position on the shocks, front and rear lock simultaneously. I have used that lockout lever a lot over the past week. It's a really nice integrated unit, and for just standing on the pedals, getting the job done, a little bit of mental help if anything else. So I think we've established first half of the lap, it's very rapid, it's very responsive, and there's nothing it shies away from. As soon as the gradient eases, off it goes. Just so keen to add speed anywhere you are in the travel. That pivot point, that anti-squat, where they've worked out the kinematic, is just perfect. So I can let the lockout off now, just this little rooty bit. Sags a little more into the travel, fractionally softer, but I know I'm not going to slip. I'm also going to maintain speed right up at the top end of the course. So regroup, take a swig, and from one of those handily provided bottles into the next fun section. There you go, 70-degree head, 435mm chainstay. You're calling the stability, but it's not going to run wide on you, whether you're climbing or descending. And the next section is a real make or breaker. Last XC World Cup I watched here, even most of the top guys were walking this one. So, can Lux clean it? Yes it can! Oh hell yeah! This bike climbs like a dream and everybody else's nightmare. Whew! Just the way carries speed through those big slap rocks, even under power. Unbelievably good. Because this, when I've raced hardtails at Dolby, this is the killer section. Just that little bit of vibration, strength sapping rumble. Kills you. So don't just think full sus, it's for descending. Lux gives you lungs. It really does. And compared to the other bikes that you're going to be looking at if you're going for a 100mm race weapon, one thing I haven't touched on is the value. This is an absolute premium frame set. Tons of beautiful features in here. Absolutely top end carbon fibre, with the CT scanner involved regularly checking production frames to a level you just don't get conventional visual inspection. This is the SRAM bike. They've got Sid World Cup carbon fork, Reynolds wheels, and at 10% more depending on your country, you've got the Shimano XTR Fox bike, which comes with GT Swiss wheels, step shaft, and the latest XTR. So either way, you're getting a stunning machine for about 20% less than any of the competition. Look at it rail around here. Just can't get enough of riding this bike. This is such a joy to ride. And while the two top end carbon bikes, the SLXs, are undoubtedly fantastic value, where the Lux is really going to kill it for privateer races are those four SL models. It's still a quality carbon frame, all the same features, same shock kinematic, same low leverage advantages, but in an absolutely killer cost-effective part spec. So for finishing off, what do you need to know? I'd say you're getting an absolutely world-class, genuinely world-beating, full-sus cross-country bike with a proven World Cup and Cape Epic marathon pedigree. But what really makes it stand out as we finish the lap, flat out flying, is just one incredibly quick, beautifully detailed, low leverage, high velocity, ego, fitness, result and wallet beating machine this new Canyon Lux is. It has been my absolute pleasure turning myself inside out for the past few days on this, because every time I've put the hammer down, this bike has absolutely flown.